on to letter U today. We are again doing our standard sans serif, serif, and script. You can grab the free practice sheets in the caption on my blog as both a PDF and Procreate file. So U is a little bit of a tricky one where it tends to break the rules. So most of us, when we draw a letter U, would just go, whoops, I'm on the wrong layer. So I'm gonna get on my practice layer. If you were in elementary school, say, or just writing with your handwriting, you would draw a letter U like this. So the difference is, even though we draw it like that, we do weight it on both sides, as you can see, in a traditional style. So that one breaks the rules just a wee bit with how you draw it. So what I like to do, especially if I am working in Procreate, is use symmetry or duplicating to my advantage. So just, if you remember with letter J, we did a little trick that helped us draw our letter frame. You can do the same thing with a letter U. So you can start with a circle, tap your finger down if you want to do a perfect circle, and then just extend your line on each side and erase out the middle. And that'll help give you a nice letter U shape. You can see I did that quickly, so I would take a little more care with that. But that is the main trick for the letter U, to getting the base nice like that. Then when I go to add weight, I usually start with that straight line and then another straight line. And remember, this is gonna be our thicker part, so I might even go a little bit thicker. But if you're doing a serif, you do wanna make sure you leave room to add your serifs on both sides, so you don't wanna close up the center too awful much. Then I like to turn my page to create that curve. I'm actually gonna come from underneath, like that. And then this is gonna be thinner. So I'll draw a dot, and that's kind of my goal guideline. Like that. And then I'll close my top. And then if you're drawing on paper, you'll of course repeat that. If not, you could swipe left, duplicate, flip horizontal, and tap that into place. Tap your layer to merge down or pinch. And you can see I have some open lines, so I don't want to fill it quite yet, or it will flood my page. Then I can fill it, and then I can kind of see where I need to do some smoothing or erasing to make, I actually think I need to do a little erasing here to make that curve look a little nicer and more consistent in width. Again, that's something I just eyeball and kind of play with, adding and taking away until I'm visually happy with it. And then for your serif, it will go on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw one on one side and then duplicate it. So I'm just eyeballing that. And again, I've been drawing the same serif style this whole series, but I do have a class where I teach you a bunch of different serif styles that you can find on my blog and all my serif alphabets, as well as a free class I did a couple years ago. All right, so you can then, I like to flip it just so it's nice and consistent, especially if I hand drew both sides. So there is your serif. And then that one had a little bit of overshoot, so I'll just take my eraser. Oops, I haven't merged it all the way down. One more merge down. My original U was a little bit higher than my serif, so I will delete that. And then the little bit you can see sticking up is actually my worksheet. When you do the lowercase u, it's very similar, only we are adding a straight downstroke. So I usually start here. Again, you have kind of a straight line, then a curve. So you can either draw your straight line, then add the curve, or kind of go at it all in one go. And again, we're gonna be thicker here and then thinner through our upstroke. Oops, cap it off. And then you've got that thicker downstroke, and I'm trying to match the width of this here. And then you can fill that and adjust as needed. I'll usually smooth out this part of it and then kind of check my width with that trick where we can draw a dot and then pull your dot over. And you can see that one is just a little bit skinnier. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because remember that we like to do things more optically than mathematically, but it is a good kind of helpful guide to know if you're close or if you need to adjust a little. And then for the lowercase u serifs, they are often like that. I'm just gonna go quickly here since you get the idea of how to draw them. And then at the bottom, just on that side. The cursive U, pretty standard, the script U. We are just adding weight to our downstrokes here, as you can see in my demonstration. So you can practice that. There's nothing new with the letter U really from all the letters we have done throughout this alphabet series. Just remember that when you have some round letters, a little overshoot tends to balance them with the rest of your word. So anytime I have a round thing, I'm either exaggerating it or going just slightly below the baseline or the cap height.